You know, we showed you in another video how to rig a drop shot rig. Now we're going to show you a little bit about how to fish it. There's really, you know, maybe multiple ways, but there's certainly at least two ways that are very, very effective. And of course, we always think of drop shot rigs as being fished vertically, where we can get on top of the fish, put the lure right in their face, really, and trigger a strike. But there's another way to fish them, and a lot of people don't realize this, but you can cast a drop shot rig and still cover a lot of water with it and still fish, you know, pretty subtly at the same time because of the lure you're using and the technique you're using. So we're going to do both over here. We're going to take you over here and show you how to fish it vertically, and we're also going to show you that you can also cast it horizontally and fish it that way as well. So let's go over here and see if we can catch fish. Okay, basically a drop shot, you know, where all we're talking about is a lure that's tied anywhere from 1 to 3 feet above the sinker. The weight attaches down below, so when the weight's on the bottom, whatever you're using for a weight or for a lure floats naturally and freely in the water column. And it makes a great presentation of what we call a subtle presentation. A lot of people refer to it as finesse fishing. So what we've got out here are some old logs and sticks that are out in the water. We're going to get right on top of it because this is the way that most people understand fishing a drop shot. Basically, you're going to drop it straight down into the cover, or if you're out in deep water and you see fish on your graph, you're going to drop it straight down, get right on top of them, where you can make a nice subtle presentation. Now here's the key. More times than not, the problem is there's too much movement because you know, you just want to add whatever you can to the lure and jerk it and move it and bob it up and down. But the truth is, you really want to do less movement. Like right now, the wind's blowing, the boat's kind of rocking. I am kind of pretty much just letting it do most of the work for me. So that's one technique. Drop it down, straight down. You got great contact with the weight and the lure at the bottom. You get a strike, you don't set the hook. You simply raise your rod tip and you start reeling like this. Now the other way you can fish it is you fish it horizontally. For example, out here in front of us are some more sticks and trees and stuff growing in the water. Well, you can actually cast this rig. A lot of people don't realize that. You can cast this rig. Let it set to the bottom and then gradually pump it very slowly across the bottom. And what's happening is that weight is dragging along the bottom, but the lure itself is floating 1, 2, 3 feet above that weight, making a very subtle, very lifelike presentation to the fish. Don't be afraid to work it this way down the bank. I'm on Lake of the Ozarks right now, and a lot of the fish I've caught these last 2 or 3 days I've been down here have been actually by casting this lure, not fishing it vertically. I've caught some vertically out here on the main channel fishing some deeper points, but back here in these coves and cuts like this, the fish have come just like this right here. And all I'm doing is almost working it like a plastic worm across the bottom. You want to make another cast, you just reel in, find your target, cast it out, let it sink to the bottom, keeping the weight on the bottom at all times. That's another mistake a lot of people make. They work the lure too fast, number one, and number two, they don't let the weight stay and make contact with the bottom. So that's what you got to do. All right, there we go. Big fish, big fish. He's got me wrapped. Problem is you're fishing with very light line. So you can't just horse these fish. You got to take your time, you can't horse them. That's about a 3.5 pound bass right there, boys. You just got to take your time. You're fishing with small line, but you're also fishing with small hooks. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Now, don't think you can't catch big fish with small lures on this drop shot rig and these small hooks. That's probably a 3.25, 3.5 pound fish right there. And it came with fishing this drop shot rig. And in that particular case, I was actually casting it, not jigging it vertically. So here's what you need to do. Go get you the right kind of outfit. Spinning reel is generally preferred. You're going to be fishing probably 8 pound test all the way down to 6 pound, 10 at the most. Go to the website, look and see how you hook one up, how you rig one up, and get out here and fish these things, because I'm telling you, it's a deadly, deadly presentation, and don't be fooled, because it'll catch a big fish too. Until next time, this is Clay Dixon, KansasFisherman.com or LearnToBassFish.com. We'll catch you later.